Welcome to Vietnamese home cooking, everyone. This is Phương Ly. This time I will show you how to cook a legit Vietnamese spicy noodle soup. It's called Bún Bò Huế in my language. This dish original from my hometown Huế, the center of Vietnam. We are lucky that nowadays we can be able to find all the ingredients here in the US. A good bowl of Bún Bò Huế is to have the broth that is clear but rich in taste and full of the aroma combinations from the lemongrass, the onion, the shrimp sauce, and the spice. And these are all the ingredients I have to make this recipe. It seems a lot and very complicated, but don't worry. I will guide you step by step as simplest as it can be. Okay, are you ready for your special bowl of perfect Bún Bò Huế? Let's get started. This pot of water is to blanch our meat, and this one is for our broth. I'm adding in 1 piece of rock sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, half tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning. To clean the meat, I will add in 2 tablespoons salt, half cup vinegar. Clean any meat that you want to put into your broth. For the pork hock, scrape through the skin with a knife like this. After that, rinse all the meat again with water. Then blanch in boiled water for 2 minutes. I will now transfer them directly to the main pot. Continue to blanch all the rest. Looks like the water is cooling down as I put too many things in at once, so I'll let it reboil before taking them out. And no need to wash them again like most people do. Just shake them under the boiling water and lift up like this. And because the pork hock takes less time to cook, so I'll add them in last. Just put them aside in a plate. I will simmer the beef shank for about an hour. The tendons and the ribs I will continue to simmer until it's tender. As you can see, the broth looks clean without any black foams on top. Let's cover the pot with the lid and reduce the temperature to start the simmer process. Boil water in another pot to cook the pork blood. Add the pork blood in when the water is boiling and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Remember to reduce the heat after the pork blood is added. Time to prepare the seasoned sauce. Chop up 2 medium-sized shallots, add into a bowl. Add 1 cup of fish sauce. Seems a lot, but again, don't worry. It's a big pot of broth that will serve many people. Add in 2 tablespoons of mushroom seasoning, half tablespoon of black pepper, and mix well. This method of seasoning will make the broth more flavorful. After 1 hour, the beef shank will float to the top, then it's done and ready to be taken out. Let it cool down in a bowl and remember to cover it with plastic wrap to prevent it from being dryness. After taking the beef shank out, add in the pork hocks, then lower the temperature down a little bit more. Continue to simmer with lid on. Divide the lemongrass in half and smash them up. We would want the broth to be slightly boiling like this. For now, I want to add in just the tip of the lemongrass and put the lid back on. Add some water in a smaller pot. Add 3 tablespoons of shrimp paste. Mix well and bring to boil, then turn off the stove and let it settle. To create the aroma and color for the broth, heat up half cup of oil in a pan. Add in an onion and a shallot, followed by the rest of the lemongrass. When you can smell the aroma, scoop out a big spoon of oil for later use. Add in 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Then, reduce the heat. The smell of Bún Bò Huế is filling the air all over my kitchen already. Now, let's check if the pork hock is tender yet. I'm gonna test it with a chopstick. If you can poke through the skin, then it's good. This is the instant flavor of Bún Bò Huế. To kick it up a notch, we only need 2 cubes, but if you cannot find it, it's still okay without it, don't worry. Add 2 big spoons of the seasoning sauce to the oil that we put aside earlier. And pour the rest into the broth. This method of seasoning is a secret of people from Huế to increase the flavor of the broth. The shrimp paste broth is now settled. Pour the clear liquid on top to the Bún Bò Huế broth and leave the cloudy liquid behind. I will now transfer some of the broth back to the pot with the cloudy liquid. Cut the pork blood to small pieces. It's not fully cooked, but it's okay. We will cook it in the shrimp paste broth anyway. Cut the beef shank into thin slices, then add it in along with the pork blood. Remember, at this point, the pork blood is fully cooked. Turn off the stove before adding the beef shank. The tendons are now tender enough. Take them all out and let them cool down. Also cut them into slices, however thickness you like. This is beef round. Slice it as thin as you can. Then marinate the round with the seasoning mixture that we put aside earlier. All done. Next step is to prepare the noodles. I have this brand, but you can choose whatever brand you prefer. They all have instructions on the bag. With this kind, it has to be soaked in water for 30 minutes before cooking. Bring water to boil, then add in the noodles. The instructions show that cook for 8 to 10 minutes, but I have to let it boil for 13 minutes to get it to the right softness. So keep in mind if you choose this kind. After the noodle is cooked, rinse with cold water. Rinse well until the water comes out clear like this. Time to move on with the green vegetable. You can add any kind of herbs that you like, but it has to have the green leaf, bean sprout, and banana blossom. Cut into small pieces and mix them all together. Prepare cold water with some vinegar. Cut banana blossom into thin slices, as thin as your best. Then soak in the vinegar water for 15 minutes, then drain it. Mix it with the green mixture and it's ready to be served. For the garnish, we need some white part of the green onion, chopped green onion, chopped cilantro, and of course, some slices of white onion. Can't leave out the spicy chili fish sauce. When served, depend on what you want to put in your bowl. Some people want everything, some want just the red meat and tendon also. That's it everyone. Hope you will be successful with your pot of legit Bún Bò Huế to show off with your family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss any of my new recipe. Thank you for watching and see you soon.